Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Please, if you're a new member and you haven't subscribed, please do consider subscribing to this channel. Okay, so in the previous video we installed Proxmox, a server operating system, into our server, our machine. Then we configured, after installing it, just made some small configurations on it. So in this video, what we'll be doing is downloading some virtual machines and then importing them onto Proxmox so we can practice our hacking skills. So after installing Proxmox, I went ahead to configure certain stuff into it. So I installed Portainer, I installed some containers like a DNS container, a container for my Docker containers, a media server, and then a web server. And then I made some virtual machines on it. So here are basically what it just means. So just some Docker containers. As you can see, this is for my DNS, and then my media. So I just have a bunch of containers running on the server. So yeah, so in this video we just go ahead and download some virtual machines so we can practice our hacking skills. So to do the virtual machines, you have to go to this website. Just Google vulnerable hub or vuln hub. Yeah, so this is the website. You can come here and download some of the virtual machines available here to practice your skills. So I have gone ahead and downloaded some already. So the one I downloaded is this one, PwnLab. So you can go ahead and download it and continue. You can pause the video, download it, and then continue. Okay. So I have mine already, as you can see. And I've downloaded some of them too. Okay. So let's start the process of importing a virtual machine or an OVA into Proxmox. So there's a process of doing it. There are many processes. So, but we'll be using this process. We'll create a virtual machine first. So we come here on top. You see create VM. You click on that button and this pop-up will come. You have to come in and give the container a name. So the name of the container, we will have to create it. We'll just use the name of the VM. So it's PwnLab. Right. So you just click on next. Then the ISO image. So this part we'll just ignore it. So do not use any media. We'll come back to this part later. In the system, you can leave the default and move on to next. Then disk. So here is the amount of storage you'll be given to our virtual machine, our practice lab. So here it doesn't matter because we're removing this disk later on. So you can leave it the way you want it or change it. We'll move to next. So CPU, I've given it maybe 1 core is okay. Memory, I'll give it 512. Because it's not going to do anything, so I can give it basically 512 gigabyte to do the networks. I'll give it a network card. I'll use this Realtek network card. Then I can go ahead and finish creating the virtual machine. As you can see here, the VM is being created. So once you come down to the bottom and you see here, OK, then you come to the virtual machine, click on it, then you come to hardware, then come to hard drives. So here, we just click here and click on here, detach. We'll detach it. And then we delete it. Okay, So once the virtual hard drive is deleted, you can go ahead and also remove the CD-ROM if you don't need it. Alright, so once you are done with this part, we'll go to the terminal. So click on your Proxmox node, then go to shell. Okay, so the tricky part is getting the downloaded VM into the Proxmox. That is the tricky part of it. So basically how I do it is just I'll open my downloads folder. Just open terminal on your machine. So I'll cd to downloads. Then I'll create a Python simple server here. So I'll be using that to download. I'll use wget inside of Proxmox to download it from my downloads folder to Proxmox. So just type this command. Alright, so we have a server, not no IP address. So next is to find an IP address. So I'll just split my terminal and find my IP address. So this is my IP address. So I'll come into Proxmox and use wget. And then the name of the file. So it's spawn lab init. So this, then it is initialized and start downloading onto my Proxmox server. So just have to wait for it to finish loading. So I'll pause the video and wait for it to finish. Alright, so my download is finished, as you can see. So we can go ahead and then close the server. So once we're done with that, as you can see, we have to extract this OVA file. So we can use tar. Alright. Okay, so it's done extracting. As you can see, we have 3 files here: the disk, the MF file, and the OVA file. Also the OVF. So what we'll need to use is this file, this vmdk file. So we can look at this. So the next step is to import the disk file into our virtual machine. So what we need to do is note down the number, the VM ID of our Proxmox, the VM we created. So mine here is 112, as you can see over here. So VM machine ID 112. So we'll come back to console and then write the command to import it. So the command is qm for QEMU import to disk. Then the VM ID, we have to import this -112. Then the disk file is -unlab neat install next it's vmdk. Then to which storage you want to use. So I have two storage, local and then Tatanzi TV. So I'll use my local drive. Then the format we want to import it to. So I'll use QCOW 2. Alright, so that's the command. And just press enter. Wait for it to complete. So it's going ahead to create the disk. Alright, so it's done. So what we need to do is come back to our virtual machine. As you can see, the disk has been imported and it's not used. So we can click on it, come to here and reassign, or can just double click here and click on add. So we're adding this disk now to the virtual machine. So we'll add it. Okay, as you can see, the disk is now added to the virtual machine. So we'll come to options here, then we'll set boot order, and we'll check this our drive, we'll check it, and then click on this tray bar here and drag it to the top. So this will make it to boot first, to be the primary boot device. Catching the boot order. Alright. So now our VM is created. We can go ahead and start the VM. So click on console, you can click on start. Right, so you can see the bar loading. So yes. So the VM is created. Okay, so we have successfully imported this virtual machine into Proxmox. So in our next session, we'll be looking into how to hack into this virtual machine. So it's a boot to root device, virtual machine. So we just hack into it and gain root access to the virtual machine. Okay, so as a bonus, let's start to check if this app on your network. Right. I'm basically scanning my network for IP addresses. So I can see this here is a new IP address. So this is my router, my Proxmox node, my DNS container, my Docker container host, and my media server, and my web server. So this is a new container. So let's try to scan it. Okay, so as you can see, yeah, it has 6 running on it. So let's just check it out. Wow, wrong port, wrong IP address. No. Okay, so as you can see, that's the virtual machine we were hacking into. So thank you for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing.